So we bought a 2019 Ford F-350 6.7 diesel Lariat. Just recently sold my F-150. It was a good truck. I had bought that brand new in 2011, and we decided to upgrade. And so I purchased this used, but very well used, 2019 F-350 Lariat. So thanks to everybody who participated in the guessing game on what the new piece of equipment was. The first guy to guess correctly was Kenny. Hey Kenny, how's it going up there in Cape Breton? Kenny has a awesome YouTube channel. It's called Firewood Adventures. Check him out. Kenny up there at and like I said, his channel is Firewood Adventures. Also, Ken, Brian, and Jean-Marc are honorable mentions that guessed right about the upgrade. One guy, I can't remember just who, had it right on the nose. I just had a little blurb there of the truck in the background. But so far this truck is awesome. Bought it mid-August. We took it to New Brunswick on vacation, towed my camper with it, and boy oh boy, what a difference. It's one of those things, I've always wanted one. And you know, the older you get, you tend to buy the better tool, the little more expensive one, the better quality, whether it's a tool, a vehicle, or the way to do things. You just tend to want to make it last, and less maintenance and stuff. So I travel in the woods a lot, and I figured the heavier duty truck. And who knows, maybe in the future we'll get a bigger trailer and tow some heavy stuff behind. I always have that option now, right? And this truck should last me a long time. I'll take good care of it. But as you see in the little video there, it's a beautiful truck, and it is a dream to drive, and it's a dream to be able to own one. So today is, of course, November 2nd or 3rd, I can't remember. And it's time to bring the firewood in, because we were -2 this morning. So I'm starting to make some fire in the furnace. So my firewood's all done and on half-cord racks. And before I bring it in with my tractor, I'm going to do a moisture test on one block on each pallet. So this would be something I've always wanted to do. So I started processing this wood in the beginning of summer, I think, half cord here and there. As you can see here in the back behind me, this is all, there's 6 cord of wood here. They're all half racks. This is the first one I processed at the beginning of summer. You can see how gray it is. Definitely, probably quite dry. Funny the noise, eh? Can you hear that? Sounds like a bowling pin. Anyway, we'll take a block from that rack, as we move this way. These racks were processed not recently, a couple of weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago. We've had a really dry summer, so it should have dried quite well. That wood was cut last winter, and I went to get it this beginning of summer and processed it here and there. So that'll be a fun thing to try. I'll bring my moisture reader out. I'll take a block from the center of all those pallets and see what the difference is. I'm really curious to see what the moisture reading will be. So I'm gonna bring some of it in my furnace room, and it'll dry in there as well. I'll put a fan on there, maybe a dehumidifier, and put some heat on in that room. That's what I do every year. It works quite well. And that'll dry some, because we have to start burning wood. I've got a little bit of softwood from the sawmill that I can burn, but I don't want to burn too much softwood. I want to get to burning the hardwood. So I'm going to take a block of wood from each pallet on the same side. It's sort of like the sun side, right in the center of the pallet. And I'll take a block from each pallet, split it in half, and take a reading with my moisture reader. There's a nice one here. There we go. Just a cheaper moisture reader from Amazon. I don't know, someday if I do more of this I might get a better one, but it gives you a good idea anyway. So you have to take the reading from where you split, of course. So we'll do this. Stick this in. Ah, it's pretty good. I might need to break out the split fire. Splitting wood with an axe is not my thing. If I don't have to. Oh boy. Yeah. We're bringing the split fire out. So this is my layout of the pallets in order of processing. So this pallet, as you can see, I processed this early summer, and one block was tested at 14.3, and then the rest are pretty much equal. This guy was high. I should take another one and just test just to see. But 22, there's a 25 here. So that was an interesting experiment. I've always wanted to do that. Moisture reader. It's just Amazon moisture reader, but it, you know, I've tried it on green wood and it's high 30s, 40s. So it, you know, it gives you a ballpark figure. It might not be a really expensive one to tell you right down to the decimal point, but that's fine. But anyway, it's giving rain for the rest of the week, so I want to get some of that firewood in. As you can see, my furnace room is kind of packed in with some summer stuff that I had to put away, so we're going to do that. And we're going to fire up the tractor now, and I'm going to grab some pallets and leave them sitting in the sun for the rest of the day. And then late this afternoon, I'll put them in the garage and I'll pallet jack them in the furnace room. So I'll have 3, 4, 5, whatever. The rest will stay outside. But as we go through the winter, at least I'll have some firewood. So that was fun. And thanks for the comments for the new piece of equipment there, the truck. Something I want to start doing as well, and this video will be a startup on that. I want to start highlighting at the end of the video like a short blurb on some chemical I use, like a lubricant or a paint, and a favorite tool of mine, or even the way I do something, and then shoot the comments to see if you have something that you find you like and you works better. This is what YouTube's all about. You watch some guy and he's got this spray lubricant, you know, that he's got that is the best stuff ever, and you try it and you're like, wow, I didn't know about this. So that's what it's all about. I'm going to share some of the stuff I use and the things I do, and some tools and equipment that I've purchased that I find is really worth it and works real well. And I'd like to put a little blurb in every video of something like that, of my favorite things. You guys can follow up on that stuff, and if you learn something, great. And I'll probably get a comment of something that works a little better, and that's what it's all about, right? So thanks for watching, and we'll see you later.